our plane figures. Now remember, plane figures are flat. And we have the pentagon, which is how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know that we have a building in Washington, D.C. that's called the Pentagon because it's shaped exactly like this. It's a huge building and it holds thousands of people. And it's a building that is the headquarters of all of the armed forces of the United States. Okay, that's where all the military are. Okay, then we have the hexagon. Just think of hex as the number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexagon. Then we have the octagon. You have the word octa, which actually means 8, 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have what we call the rhombus. It is actually a square. If you look at it this way, it's diamond shaped, but it is, all the sides are even. And all the sides are what we call parallel, meaning they will go out to eternity. They will never meet. They will never meet. They go all the way out. Okay, and here is a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a figure where two sides will never meet if we were to extend or lengthen the line, and we call that parallel. Think of the railroad tracks. Railroad tracks go on and on because they will never come to a point. And these two sides are not parallel, and eventually they will meet and form a triangle. If you extend them long enough, they will meet and become a triangle. That is a trapezoid. Okay, and these are some examples of those shapes in everyday things. Okay, the stop sign, the crossing sign, the clock. All right, now let's go through this. I'm going to cover this picture and the word for this picture. And what this is, a solid figure. This is a figure that can stand, and it has height, it has width, and it has, we call it depth. It has substance. It has something that you can hold on to. Okay, it's not a flat picture. Okay, what is this? I've covered it up. Benjamin, do you know what that is? You certainly should. Okay, you're right. It's a pyramid. A pyramid, because here we have a pyramid, and this looks like a some kind of a
Paperweight.
a weight to hold down papers. Okay, I'm going to cover up another picture. Words. The words describe the picture. All right, what is this? Mariah, do you know what that is? That is a cylinder. It has two flat surfaces that are circles. That's why it could stack. And here is our soup can and our drum. Okay, Abigail, the next one is for you. I'm going to cover the words up. Okay, what is this? What is this? It's a sphere. Now, if it was flat, it would be called a circle. Remember, a sphere cannot be stacked. It's all curved. Now, I do have it stacked here, and that's because it's on the surface of this cylinder. That's the only way, but I could not put another ball on top of that. It would just fall off. Okay? All right, let's see who's ready. Serena, you're going to do the next one. Serena, you know what this is? This is a rectangular prism. Okay, and we have two types. I'll show you in just a minute. We have a type, it's a rectangle, but sometimes it has two very special sides, and we'll look at it. All right, let me see who's next. Okay, what about Valentina? What shape is this? This is a what? It's a cone. Now a cone has a flat surface. Now I have a cone here, but it's not a very good one. If you look at the flat surface, it is actually a flat circle. This is not quite a circle, but if this was a solid shape, it would be, and it would be flat. And you could only stack it, you could stack this on top of something else, but you couldn't stack something on top of it because there is a point. It comes to like a triangle. Okay. All right, let's see, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got one left. Don't look, don't look. And what is this? This is a cube. And a cube is a square that's solid. All the sides are even. Okay? All right, now, let's put this away and go on to what is going to happen next. Okie dokie, I have some shapes here. Okay, let's see. All right, I have, what figure is this? Is this a hexagon, a pentagon, an octagon? Let's see how many sides it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 sides. So it is a hexagon. Hex means 6. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to see how many parts we could divide this hexagon into. So what do I have here, if you remember? Okay, let's look at this again. This is a hexagon, and now I have a trapezoid. You see that? This is the trapezoid. This is the hexagon. How many, look, how many trapezoids do you think will fit on this hexagon? Well, here's one. Okay, let's match it up. Now I could match it up this way if I want to, and I could match it up this way if I want to. Oh, there's room on this side. Maybe I can put another one. All right. Look at that. 2 of my trapezoids make up one hexagon. So what we can do is, this is 1/2. And this is another half. This is our second half. So 1/2 and our second half make up a whole. Well, actually, I don't like the way that is. It should really be 1/2 and 1/2 will make up one whole. Okay? So we know that one half and 1/2 make up one whole. So that's 2 halves together. 1/2 here, 1/2 here together. Okay, let's try something else. All right, let's look over here and let's see what I have here. What can I make? I have squares. 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares. Okay, if I were to put them together, since there are 4 pieces, each piece is called 1/4. 1/4. Here's 1/4. Here's another 1/4. And 4 of these pieces make these 4 squares into a long rectangle. It almost looks like a worm. 1/4. And here is the other one. Because there are 4 pieces in this set that makes up the rectangle, each piece is 1/4. So if I were to take this one away, I would have 3/4 left. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So 4/4. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 makes 4/4, which is a whole rectangle that we have made here. If I take these 2 away, I have 2/4 here and 2/4 here. So this is half of a rectangle, and this is the other half. Okay? 4 pieces, or 4/4, make up one long rectangle. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equal 4/4. Okay, if I take these 3/4 away, I have 1/4 left. Okay, that's going into fractions. This number on the top, the number 1 on the top, tells you what part of number 4 you have. I have 1 part of number 4 here on all of them. If I have 2 parts, then that number would change to 2/4, 2 out of 4. If I have 3/4, I would have 3 out of 4. If I had all the 4ths, it would be 4 out of 4 parts that I have, which make the whole rectangle. Okay? Now we're going to play a game that we did yesterday. We had a hard time yesterday with the squares and the triangle. We couldn't even find the triangle. We just kept pulling up the square. So let's see what we have. I have another bag. It's a little bigger. Maybe Miss Pam will be willing to draw the card, the shape. Okay, so let's see what I have here. Okay, I have a little bit more than yesterday. Yesterday I only had 1 triangle and I think 4 squares. Today we're going to give our triangles a better chance. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triangles. Oh boy, maybe they'll have a better chance of being pulled out. Okay, and then I have only 2 squares. Okay, so let's put them in the box.